Welcome back. It's Jason again, and this is the Lantern Year 11 settlement phase. We just got waxed by the Screaming Antelope for a second time during the Lantern Year 10 showdown. So we are now on to Lantern Year 11. So we have the defeat from the Screaming Antelope. It says, when the hunters fail to return, which nobody returned from this one, nominate a non-deaf survivor in the settlement. They rapidly beat their head in grief, suffering this deaf severe head injury. So we're going to have to choose one of the survivors that is back at the village, and they're going to become deaf. So we are going to choose Delilah, because she's a new survivor, and it's the last survivor I've got that actually needs a name. So that takes care of the end of the showdown. So now we're sitting at Lantern Year 11, where we will go ahead and have a settlement event. So bear with me. My population count is now at 4. So I'm down to my last 4 survivors, and as you just heard, one of them is deaf. So we are going to be left with Petska, my last male, Delilah, who's deaf, Valkyrie, who's never really gone out, Alright, so here we go. The settlement event is going to be the 10th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our 10th settlement event is Plague, which is perfect for this settlement, or at least this campaign, because it's going so well for me. Sickness sweeps through the settlement. Survivors are stricken without warning. Made too weak to even care for themselves, select 4 survivors with at least 1 hunt experience. They are infected. Each rolls a d10. Well, that's going to be easy because we don't have anybody like that. Valkyrie's never gone out. Delilah's never gone out. We have an unnamed male who we're going to name Tom, for Tom Hanks, since he was stranded on that island all alone. He's down to our last. So Tom, who has 0, and Petska, who has 0 hunt experience. So it says select 4 survivors with at least 1. There are none. So nobody's gone out. So they can't get plague, I guess, is what they're trying to tell you. And if there's nobody, then this doesn't happen. There's a lingering effect that requires ammonia, which we don't have. So we're going to consider that one a wash. Nobody gets the plague because nobody came back from the hunt, and nobody's ever gone out of the village, out of the people we have left. I guess you call that fortunate? Oh, let's see. Well, actually, that's update timeline. So as we go through, we should gain endeavors. And so let me look up, because one of our dead survivors was a savior, and I don't think I get anything for savior. So birth of a savior. If you trigger the White Secret Story event, you cease to exist. When you retire, you cease to exist. No, you died. So I do get endeavors for them. So I'm going to get a total of 8 endeavors for everybody that died during the showdown. No resources, though. The next event on our timeline is Regal Visit. So let's take a look at Regal Visit. The Hand strides into the settlement. The survivors' thoughts vanish as they fall to their knees, struck dumb by its glorious, incomprehensible presence. Add the Hand to the Nemesis encounter list 2 years from now. And he's already on there. The hand begins the inspection. Inspection. Let's go ahead and roll for the inspection. That is a 10. The hand points at the survivor. Survivors in case of a tie. Okay, where does it say this? Roll a d10. A warble is trapped in their throat as their chest bursts open, expelling their organs, killing them instantly. Challenge the hand to avoid this. 10. If the settlement has survival of the fittest, I do not. So you just kill somebody outright. So we're going to make that Tom. So actually Delilah, because she's deaf. So kills Delilah outright. So here's an endeavor for the death. And I could challenge the hand to avoid the loss. But honestly, I'm down to 3 survivors. So I'm not going to challenge the hand to get wiped out. I really should, to end the ordeal that is this settlement. But if I was playing this, I would say no. I'll just take the sacrifice. The next thing is Bone Witch. So we'll open up the book to Bone Witch. One day, the exile emerged from the darkness. So way back when, we exiled Ra. So here she comes back again for the second time. The settlement worried at the sound of her wailing chants. Everyone feared what mystery kept her alive in the darkness all these years. Some could not resist asking. All non-deaf returning survivors gained 3 insanity. The most insane returning survivor, there is no returning survivors. Any survivor may endeavor at the witch camp if they choose. So could bad things happen to us? Of course. Bad things could always happen to us. Nothing really good happens from the Bone Witch, so we're not going to. So we're left with 3 survivors, whoever they may be. Tom, Petska, and Delilah. Oh, no, not Delilah. We just burst her organs. And Valkyrie. So that was update the timeline, update the death count. Let's go ahead and do that. So we've just lost another survivor, so we've lost 5 total. We're down to 3 survivors, that is correct. And milestone story events, and we are now at develop. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 endeavors. And we only have 2 resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to augury every time, hoping to get intimacy. Get survivors up. So we're going to go ahead and have, let's see, Valkyrie's got 2 courage. She's crazed and she's a hoarder. We're going to have Valkyrie, Tom, and Petska. Huh? Petska's got 1 understanding. We're going to have Petska augury. All right, Petska, augury. That's a survival for Petska. He doesn't need it. We're going to have Petska augury again. That is intimacy. So let's go ahead and open up to intimacy. There's only 2 survivors that we have. Intimacy. Okay. So roll twice. That is a 10. We do have hovel. We create a savior. So we're going to make that a female. We're going to make it a blue savior. Born in lantern year 11. Okay. We're going to have Petska do it again. Augury. That's a waste. Petska's going to do it again. That's a 1. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the eye of the cat. And he's going to get an understanding. Okay. Oh, Okay, and we're going to have him do it again. And we get rid of our last resource, which is lion testes. And he gets to do insight now. So insight, during the settlement phase, he gets Tinkerer, plus he gets Innovate, draw an extra card. Well, we're not going to do that. And he's also going to get to draw a pattern card. So I'm going to draw a pattern card. So he draws the Durandal. Not that we're going to be able to make it, but I'll write it down as one of our patterns anyways. So now he's got 3 understanding. So we'll stop with him, and we're going to have, we'll have our savior, Augury. We don't have a resource. We'll have our savior do it again. Don't have a resource. Savior do it again. That is intimacy. A 6 and a 5. We'll take either one. It's just +1 population. It's a male. And we'll have the savior do it one more time. And that's a survival for the savior. Okay, so now we have our population back up to 5 people. After we use all of our endeavors. And that was our develop stage. So we're done with development. We can't really do anything else. We don't have any resources. And so now we're going to go ahead and go on a hunt. And we're going to go after the level 1 white lion. I know we're going backwards as far as the level of creatures, the type of creatures, but we still don't have a white lion armor set, so maybe, perhaps, we'll actually be able to finally finish that set. So that was the settlement phase for Lantern Year 11. If you guys want, watch the next video after this, and that'll be the hunt phase for Lantern Year 11. And we'll see what we can do to salvage this settlement with my 5 survivors. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, before I end this video, I'm going to backtrack really quick. I drew Plague, and when I re-rolled the roll, it was a 6. So I don't have Bloodletting on the Plague card. And so it says I need to get a treatment by the end of the settlement phase, or a person with 1 hunt experience dies. Well, when I looked back, yes, indeed, I actually did have 1 person. Petska has 1 hunt experience. And I know we never created him, but I think he got that off of shared experience earlier in the campaign. And so I don't have ammonia to make the treatment, so it says if he doesn't get treatment by end of the settlement phase, he dies. So Petska's dead. And so really we're left with the 4 survivors that are in our settlement. We have 1 more endeavor. I'll go ahead and roll. And that is just a survival for our savior. So the savior is going to have 3 survival. I'll update the death count because Petska did die from plague. And our population is sitting at 4, which is the 4 survivors we're going to take out. So the last stand of this settlement, sorry about that correction. I always try to fix things when I see it. I know you don't see the settlement sheet, but I could see the one hunt experience that Petska had. So appreciate you being with me. And again, we'll see you with our last 4 survivors going out on the hunt with the level 1 white lion next time. Thank you. Sources. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we grab 4 basic resources as we kill this white lion cub. But that's not all. It says to go ahead and roll on this table, and if we get a 1 or 3, the mother white lion appears. So let's hope we don't get a 1 to 3. It's a 4. The father lion shows up. Begin the showdown immediately. Well, that's excellent. We get 4 resources. We don't have to worry about the rest of this. Well, that was quicker than I thought, tagging this on to the end. And we'll go ahead and start the showdown when I start the video next time. The 4 survivors that are going out, just to let you guys know. So we have Lisa over here, our savior. She's got a bone blade and a founding stone. She's got a full set of rawhide, and she's also got monster grease. Then you got Wilson, who's got the bow. He has a frenzy drink, a skull helm, cloth leggings. He does have the cat eye circlet and the claw hit arrow, but other than that, not much special with him. Here you've got Valkyrie with the king spear. She has white lion helm, boots, and coat. She also has bandages. She's my hoarder, and she also has crazed. I had to take her out because she's one of my last survivors. And here at the end, a full set of rawhide armor for Tom. He's going out with a bone axe, which I have on his back. But other than that, nothing special with him. Because of Clan of Death, all the characters except for Valkyrie have a +1 strength, evasion, and accuracy. Other than that, they've got the bonuses that's just on their equipment. So the next time we start, we'll start the level 1 white lion showdown for Lantern Year 11. So thanks for joining me for this video.